Alright, let's talk about magnifying glasses. In my fire starting kit, I keep a magnifying glass along with some other things. Now, magnifying glass is probably one of the few ways that doesn't actually ever go bad. Let's talk about a lighter for a second. If you flick that lighter, each flick is one less flick that lighter can do. Now, there's ways you can use that lighter after it runs out of fuel, but for the most part, that lighter is going to run out. A ferrocerium rod, eventually that ferrocerium rod is going to wear out. It may have 100,000 strikes in it, but if you use 40 or 50 of them to get a fire going, do the math. Eventually that thing's going to wear out. Or you can even go down to flint and steel strikers. Eventually this thing will wear out. Something that will never run out, and if it does, we're all in trouble. It's the sun. And these things have been used for a very long time. Basically the way it works is it's a curved piece of glass. You can also use bags of water in emergency situations to make it work. The curve, once you get to 5 power, really doesn't matter for fire starting. I've got a smaller one here on the knife. It does the exact same thing, except it's smaller, so it picks up less sunlight. So you have to have very bright sun and very good tinder for this one to work, compared to this one because it's larger. Let's go ahead and talk about some tinders we have. First off, we'll start with some natural tinder. Got this big bundle of cedar bark back here. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull out some of this finer material, kind of shred it up. You're all that dust and outer bark. And we'll take and roll it in our hands. What we're trying to do is trying to compress it into the tightest little ball we can. Now we have a lot of little fibers all compact together where they'll hold an ember. And this stuff here is not exactly the best. That'll work. I got something here. There we go. This stuff here will work a lot better for making a tinder bundle because it's not as dried out and dusty. Now our little tinder bundles. So what we can do is we can take these, just kind of focus or dot as small as we can get it. Just let that kind of eat into it for a second, move it around the edges. Now we have this, we'll get some more, like a bird nest, just right quick. Put it right there, fold this over. Now we're going to do is we're going to blow upwards at an angle into it. Warm on your fingers when it lights up. Stay. Now when we drop these, usually what we want to do is turn it over and shake it as we drop it. But this one just split right up, so we didn't need to do that. So that's one tinder you can use. I hope everybody knows what this is. It's one of this, it's a horseshoe fungus. Grows on the side of hardwood trees up high. Basically, if we got a saw, what we can do is we make fine dust with this. What we're going to do is we're just going to cut into it. We're going to use a log or something to catch the dust on. I have our dust, we're just going to pile it right up to a little bundle. It's a nice little flat spot right there. I'll focus our dot on it. When this turns into an ember, what we're going to do is going to let it sit here and grow for a minute before we try to transmove it over and turn it one big ember. After we got that, we can take out our knife. That's what we're going to use to kind of scoop it up and then dump it into the tinder bundle. More of this up to use as a bird's nest. Very carefully try to scoop up the ember. Dump it in there. Pack it down in there. We're going to hold this up once again, blowing up at an angle. Now when we drop this, we want to turn it upside down, just kind of fluff it up and shake it so it gets lots of airflow going. So now for some pyrotechnics. Rub cloth. Basically what it is you take some black powder, smokeless powder, something like that, and you pour it out on a board. You take a t-shirt or some other kind of cotton material or something like that, get it good and wet, wring it out, and then rub it on there until it's all black, and you lay it out in the sun to dry. When it's good and dry, you have this stuff. It works kind of like char cloth, except it's a little bit more fun to play with. Now we got this, and you can see it's still smoking. And that'll just sit there and spread until the whole thing's one big charred up ember. So it's working just like a cannon fuse. Now once again, we're going to gather a little bit of this bird nest material. What I like to do these is we fold them up. They seem to make better embers. Take it down there upside down. You're really not going to be able to blow this stuff out, so you can start off blowing as hard as you want. Voila. pyrotechnics. So we've gone over the horseshoe fungus. We've gone over the rub cloth. We've gone over impressing natural materials in our hands to make a large amount of surface in a tight little ball that'll hold an ember and burn. About the only thing we haven't gone over really is punk wood, which I didn't have any of it with me today, but basically it's when a piece of wood rots and gets spongy. Harvest that, take it with you. Think about your scavenging mentality of taking an item from here, wandering around, whatever, you see a horseshoe fungus growing up on the side of a tree, grab it. That's a lot of fires you can make out of that. We took this one to a class and actually had a bunch of people making fires with these, and this is what's left. Like, that's all we used of it. So there's a lot of fires in this one little mushroom. Called the horseshoe fungus mushroom. Really cool. Since we're on a similar subject, everybody knows about making char cloth from blue jeans to make an ember. Just another thing I'll throw in there. You can also use punk wood, which is like we're talking about, when a piece of wood rots and it gets spongy before it totally turns to dust. You grab that and you can use that, or you can use the heads of cattails. I got a few of them left in here. These are actually from Canada when we were up there doing some stuff. Pretty cool to say I got cattail heads from Canada. So all that goes in my kit. When it all comes down to it, this is the only fire starting method that's really going to last indefinitely. I'm Lord Allen, Scavenger, Self-Reliance. Hope you like this short introductory to the magnifying glass. I'd like to introduce you to Higgins here. He's still in training. Get out there and have fun.